Greetings and welcome to another DIY with +4 Charisma. Around Halloween last time, I turned a Barbie into a Drider. You can see that right back there. Well, I actually picked up a second Barbie when I picked up that first Barbie, and today we are going to turn that Barbie into an Illithid. Now, I've already done a video on Illithids, so if you've been following my channel, then you already have this information, but I'll give it again because it should give a little bit of stats with Illithids. Yeah, Illithids have a challenge rating of 7 and an armor class of 15. Their actions include attacking with their tentacles, extracting your brain if they have you within their tentacles, and they can also do a mind blast in a cone within 60 feet and deal psychic damage. Yeah. So I give more information about Illithids in my Origami Illithid tutorial. Feel free to check that out if you want to learn more about Illithids, or just go ahead and check out page 221 of the D&D Monster Manual 5e. And we'll get right into making. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is cut off this long, luscious hair because Illithids don't have hair. So, sorry Barbie, here we go. You guys see that? Okay. So then we're just going to cut the rest off. Goodbye, Barbie hair. I'm going to get it as short as possible. Man, she looks kind of better this way. I'm just kidding. Okay. I think that's good enough for the most part. Get a couple more ends. Obviously, her face is not the right shape for an Illithid. It has eyes and 4 tentacles and a squid head. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to try and use glue sticks to give her a squid head. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to reposition the camera so that you can see what I'm doing better. And not my face, because who wants to see that, right? Okay. Now that we have that, I'm going to make the tentacles out of pipe cleaners. I'm hoping that they'll be semi-rearrangeable if we do that. So I'm just gonna fold these in half. Come around, I guess. Crosses at the nose, crosses right under. Glue these in place to start with. I think any bulk back here, the clothes will hide, but we can also add more of this to the head. The plan now is to cover these as well and hopefully make them tentacle-y. So what I'm doing here is I'm just coating these with hot glue, and I'm using the end of the glue gun to try and spread the hot glue some. I'm going to try and make these thicker at the top and into a point at the bottom. Alright, so that's what we got right now. Hopefully I'll figure out a way to smooth down these tentacles, but I think that looks alright for right now as far as tentacles. Still want the back of the head a little more squid looking. Okay, so I think I'm done with the head for now. I might do still some more tweaks. I obviously need to smooth this out. Now the thing is that Illithids don't really have hands, while their hands have 3 finger claw things. So I also need to figure that out with this. I kind of got something going, but it's gonna take too much work. All right, I'm gonna make duct tape claws. So we're gonna put some down at the base here to keep this from coming apart. Wonderful. So I'm gonna paint this now. Illithids are like this bluish purpley, so I'm going to mix some purple and blue acrylic paint. Hopefully I have enough to cover the entire thing. Hopefully this will be a good color. Right now I'm just gonna cover it entirely in this. My camera cut out and I had to delete some videos from my phone and I'm gonna finish this now. So basically, I just need to cover the rest of this doll's self in blue acrylic paint, blue purpley. It doesn't need to be perfect because most of this is not gonna show, to be honest. Still do it. I'm adding glue here. Ooh, with the acrylic paint, it is not a good combination. So I'm going to need to put another coat on this probably, and then let it dry some before I can do too much else with it. So I'm going to put this down and try and do the other leg, I guess. I'm gonna let this dry and then put another coat on, and then I'll see you in a little bit. The paint has dried and I decided to do the clothes for this thing before I put finishing touches on it. So I'm just going to use a glue gun and random black pieces of fabric. I'm just gonna cut up pieces and glue them on until I think it looks good. Another thing I'm going to do is take duct tape and wrap it around the Barbie's chest to try and take away some of the feminine features, because that's gonna look a little weird on this. Good enough. I am going to start by trying to cover this in black fabric. He has sort of a dress thing on. I'm not going to make this exactly, but he has like this dress thing on, and he has a robe, maybe, I'm sorry. He has a robe. He has some sort of armbands, might be part of his dress, robe, but overall he has a cloak, and we're gonna make something sort of approximate to that, but I'm sure it's actually gonna look absolutely nothing like that in the end. I don't really care. Okay, I'm going to make his cloak maybe out of, yeah, we'll use silver. I'm going to do triangle armbands. I think I'm going to use duct tape for a belt. I like how I'm gluing duct tape even. We're going to use some metallic duct tape. We're just going to put this here. And now I think we just need to paint his eyes mostly and do some touch-ups. Maybe add some of this in there too. There. they got some extra backing thing now. So now I'm just going to touch up the paint a little bit, color the eyes white, and I think that I'm gonna be done with this. We're just gonna let this dry, and then that will be that. All right, so that's what we got. I went for a tattered look. I might make him a little stand so he stands up on the shelf. He can even do a little like modeling thing going on right before he devours your brain. And yeah, I thought about smoothing out the tentacles some, but I decided against it because I am lazy. But you could do that if you wanted to. You could somehow like sit there with the scissors and cut, or you could just do a better glue job to begin with and achieve the same result as a lot of more work. I hope you enjoyed this video. I sure enjoyed making this individual. And I will see you in the next video. Oh yeah, and I guess you probably noticed that I cut my hair. Yes, I did cut my hair. And that's about it. Bye-bye.